Okay, the man in the black mask is back, and he has a story to share with all of y'all. God, I finally found something after all this time. This Rikers Island correctional officer hospitalized after inmate attack. Now, this article was from Sunday, and I'm gonna read this post article to all of you. So here I am. Okay, a Rikers Island corrections officer was beaten up by a pair of Bloods gang members last Friday night, when one of the inmates swiped the guard's keys and freed his pal. The Post has learned. The attack happened Friday just after 7 p.m. when the corrections officer was removing garbage from one of the gang members' cells, according to internal records obtained by the Post. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yes. Okay. The inmate slugged the CO in the face, then snatched his keys and opened the cell next door, releasing another Bloods inmate, the document said. The two gang members kicked and dragged the CO to the floor before a chemical agent was sprayed, breaking up the fracas. The injured officer, who has 5 years on the job, suffered facial injuries. He was taken to New York Presbyterian Hospital, records show. Corrections Officers Benevolent Association President Benny Bosio blamed the attack on City Department of Correction Commissioner Vincent Schirotti's failure to deliver the 600 corrections officers who he pledged to hire by the end of this month. Well, I guess he didn't fulfill his promise. Well, anyway, fuck him. After not hiring corrections officers for nearly 3 years, the department hired a mere 64 officers several weeks ago, and only 39 officers last week, Bosco said in a statement. Bosco pointed out that the department has lost 500 officers since January as a result of resignations and retirements. Our staffing crisis is the result of the department's failure to ensure there are optimal staffing levels to provide the highest levels of security, the statement said. Does the commissioner think these officers are faking their injuries so they don't have to come to work? Does he expect them to provide him with a doctor's note within 24 hours? But what I do believe is that these officers will never fake injuries in order to not show up to work. Those officers were absolutely hurt, okay? And trust me, if I got hurt at the job, would I be faking it? Fuck no. I wouldn't show up to work. And if I have a suit, I will file it. And I'll sue whoever's responsible. That's what I would do. At a city council hearing last month, it was revealed that about 2,000 of the 8,300 workers, about 1 in 5, caught out sick in one day. At the same time, officers were complaining about working grueling 16 to 24-hour shifts. Like I said, man, the whole system is broken, okay? And you'll want to pray that when if Eric Adams becomes our mayor next year, he will work to shut down Rikers Island. Because he is all for shutting down Rikers Island, unlike this other piece of shit, Curtis Steele, who just wants to keep that motherfucker open. But Eric Adams has other plans. He used to be a cop. I would also hope that he joined the cops to expose corruption within his department. Just like, Frank Serpico, which was what inspired that movie starring Al Pacino. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the movie Serpico. I know I have. But like I said, man, Rikers needs to close. I'm for shutting down Rikers Island. I would like to see Rikers Island shut down. I would like to see all inmates get proper treatment. And anyone found to be suffering from addiction or mental illness, I would also like to see those inmates get help too. Because at this day and age, they cannot and will not be entitled to that help. And this is why these violent incidents be happening too, due to the lack of treatment and the lack of services that's available for them. Even though it's no excuse. But those two men that jumped the CO, those were just straight up Bloods gang members who just clearly didn't give a fuck about authority. Let me tell you. Because people are going to make up their own rules and do what they want to do, especially if they're gang members, especially if they've already killed somebody and won't mind killing again. You know that, and I know that. So anyway, I'm glad to have brought this out to you. And thank you for listening to the Man in the Black Mask. And check out my other Rikers Island stories. I love telling stories about Rikers Island. I knew a few people that have been to Rikers too, so yeah, I am compelled to share these kind of stories with you. And it's always been my pleasure to tell you these stories and read them to you, because ever since I was in grade school, I like to read stories in front of people, and voice my opinions on certain things. So yeah, I'm glad I took on this opportunity. So anyway, thank you for listening to the Man in the Black Mask, and he'll be back next time if he can. But the Man in the Black Mask has never forgot you. So until then, good luck, be well, and have a good day. And thank you for your service. The Man in the Black Mask appreciates it from all of you.